You know it's difficult being a Persona protagonist. Like, what the hell is this? My guy has no relation to this girl whatsoever, and yet here he is, watching this poor girl's life implode, while he stands back, grabs the popcorn, and watches the show. He is absolutely useless. And then there's the study sessions, as if I'm not going to cheat anyway, because I'm too stupid to actually know the answers. And don't get me started on this lad. He never shuts up. It's like I'm in actual school whenever he makes an appearance. I actually want to fall asleep. Then there's the gossip. Yukari would be like, I have proof. You're up to something, punks. And Mitsuru is like, yeah, what are you going to do? Sue me? But that's not what's important. What matters is all I have to do is kill 12 shadows. The rest of it, we don't need to worry about. After I cheat shamelessly on my exams, I head off to a tropic island for some vacation time, where I meet my future father-in-law. Then I hit the beach, where there's nothing to do but to collect shells, like some nerd who actually bothers to go outside. Now it's time to watch a home movie of Yukari's dad ruining the world. Good man, we wouldn't have had this game without him. She doesn't take the news well. It's up to me to comfort her. Fear not, I am amazing at this sort of stuff. So I stand there awkwardly, rather than shooting my shot, because that's how I would approach it in real life. So I figured it would be best to imitate reality. Then it's time for the sacred tradition of the brethrens getting rejected by women. What we lack in skill, we make up for in enthusiasm. But don't worry, we have one more shot to save our dignity. Ignore us stalking her like she's prey. Damn it. I scared her off so bad, she did a fucking Naruto run. Better chase after her to defuse the situation, because that's what you do when people run away from you. It is the only logical conclusion to make. Now she's hugging me. What's with all these mixed signals? Apparently she's an anti-shadow weapon, and now she's part of the crew, and she's watching me sleep. I can live with that. Girl roommate. I get my grades back, I scored highest in the class. This is just proof that hard work pays off. Since I did so well, Mitsuru gives me some gifts, which I promptly give to my persona. I love watching those stats go up. Then I make my way to Tartarus, where the stairs have been opened. This time, I'm in some weird futuristic looking place. But if there's one thing that stays the same, it's enemies testing my patience. Obviously I brought Aegis along on this little adventure, as probably every enemy is going to be weak to her. Which makes this easy for me, since no one in this area can take a punch, except the Golden Hand. He can take it quite well. Even the first boss was easy, until he killed me, and killed me again. But I totally beat him the third time, even though they nearly wiped out my entire party again. Back to the usual stuff you're used to, me kicking ass, and then I got my ass kicked again. I then ran into my next victim, who immediately nearly wiped out my entire squad. Lucky shot. He then proceeded to wipe out my entire squad. I didn't need them anyway. Yep, I died. I knew what needed to be done, so I switched the squad around and died again. Third time lucky, once again. Seems to be a recurring trend in this video. I finally managed to kill one of those elusive golden hands. Yes, thank you. I am amazing, I know. I then picked another fight, got enraged, kept missing, and died. No worries, I will take out my frustrations on Punching Bag here. Curse you, Punching Bag! This boss was by far the most annoying. They had no weaknesses, blocked a lot of elements, they sulk, and they hit like a truck. So naturally, I beat this one on my first attempt. But that's okay. I'm sure I can find another way to kick the bucket in this video. And there we go! But on the bright side, I had completed another section of Tartarus. Jesus decides that I am extremely weak and he must challenge me to a duel. I think I can take him, if I'm being honest. Oh yeah, and a kid joined the dorm, as if I didn't already have enough on my plate. Now I have to babysit as well. I spend my time running track, but then disaster struck. A shadow appeared in the city. That itself was not a problem, but then the shadow crossed the line. He had hurt Best Boy. Why, this is an outrage. Screw the full moon, screw Jesus. This was my next target. I would annihilate him.
He defeated that shadow all by himself.
Say what now? Are you telling me Best Boy is the strongest persona user in this game? He beat a shadow all by himself. A boss shadow. Truly remarkable. He must join my crew. The rest are useless. Give me Best Boy. I got Best Boy some medical attention. I go back to practicing my running technique as a big tournament is coming up. I'm fairly confident I can win this. I fucking lost. I then have a cooking session before the big mission. I expect no surprises here, but then Jesus appears. And then I realized Jesus and I are much more aligned in thinking than I thought. If only I could switch sides. Yes, Jesus, lock us in here. You're doing God's work. I then challenge the next big boss, who I do 6 damage to. And he kills 2 of my team in one go. This could be a long one. It was okay though. After all, I eventually managed to do 17 damage. I was fairly confident I could still win this, with a little bit of perseverance. Eventually I managed to separate the 2. Finally, I could do more damage than what it would be like to hit a brick with a flaccid penis. This boss fight was becoming trivial. It went from a nightmare to a wet dream. Then it went back into its tank form. Why does this thing take so much fucking damage like it's nothing? I split them again, except this time I killed Gunman. Aha! No more bullshit combined for you. Then it pulled the biggest level of bullshit I have ever seen. It used revive. I would have to beat them both at the same time. What a load of nonsense. I'm the only one supposed to be able to revive. Then I had to split these 2 up again. Finally, I had killed the dynamic duo. I was rid of them. Now there was only one thing left to do. Save the game so I wouldn't have to put up with their nonsense. Ever again, until I replay it.